Hello, Dolly Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. This is Evie. Look what I got. Sunshine. This is the Kenbassadors LeBron James Barbie signature, the LeBron James Family Foundation Ken doll, which has a very tall, pivotal, articulated Ken doll body. He is first in this line of dolls. And here is the actual LeBron James on the back. If you don't know, LeBron James is a professional NBA basketball player. The Barbie Signature Kenbassadors collection celebrates influential Ken figures who are creating positive change and contributing to a better world for all. A true MVP, our LeBron James Kenbassadors doll represents resilience, hope, and pride for the city of Akron, the world, and beyond. And then it says, "We are family." Now, I know a lot of people have criticisms of this doll, whether they are doll collectors or just people who found out about this doll. But we have the Inspiring Women's series. I always said that one day they were highly likely going to come out with an Inspiring Men's line of Kens. And I think LeBron James is a wonderful way to start off this line. I'm not going to argue whether he's better than Jordan or not. That's not what I'm here for. But he is one of the top basketball players in the world. That's all I'm going to say about that. He's an Olympic champion. On the side here it says LeBron James. We've all seen this. Here is the Kenbassadors logo right here. My camera doesn't want to pick up on it because it's shiny. So here is the doll stand that comes with this LeBron James doll. From my little background is on the bottom of it, but you do have to assemble it. The next thing I want to show you are the accessories. So here are the Beats headphones, and you know, they're a nice accessory. The next thing we have is his cross body bag or fanny pack, and it's made of a more workable material than normal bum bags or fanny packs that Barbie makes, that Mattel makes. So I really do like it. It's very you know, you can manipulate it a lot. And there is the details on the crossbody bag, fanny pack, and it does have the adjustments here where you can put this little node into any of these little slots to fasten it. The next thing we have here are his shades. These are the shades that come with this LeBron doll. Is LeBron James hat here, and it's black, and it has the details of the stitching and the little holes that are in hats, and the brim is like a grayish color, and then it has the crown logo. Here is his green I Promise bracelet. And as I was looking back at some of the things I looked up about LeBron James, I looked up the high school that he went to. I forget the name of it, but their colors were green and white, I believe, or green and yellow and white, something like that. So I wonder if that's why the I Promise bracelet is that color. His Rolex. Now, I've seen LeBron James Rolex, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's modeled to look very similarly to his Rolex. And, you know, this is, you know, accurate enough to the type of metallic the Rolex is, the gold. And it's just very nice. I've seen him with this on, so I think this is a decent replica. We Are Family t-shirt that he had on. I had to take it off of him because there was this plastic sleeve, this protector from underneath the We Are Family t-shirt, because sometimes the dye from the fabric can get on the vinyl and stain the doll's vinyl. So I had to take that off, but it says We Are Family, and then it has LeBron James Family Foundation on there, if you can see that. Very nice. I love the green. Once again, but it's nice. Very nice material, very well made. If you want to look in the inside here, you can tell they actually took time with the tiny garments here to make it look super duper nice. Is his Letterman jacket or varsity jacket, whatever you want to call this. Here it is, and it's very well made. It has little faux pockets, and you can see where they kind of stitched them down there. But these are little faux buttons. And here is LJ for LeBron James. It's a nice, very royal blue color. I like this color a lot. This is a very beautiful color of blue, and it's actually picking up a lot better on the camera. So we have the sleeves here that are made of some kind of pleather, but it's very well made. Here is the lining of this nice jacket, and then here is the Barbie signature label. And it's just a nice construction of this. On the left arm of the sleeve, we have the LeBron James Family Foundation logo there. And then we have the state of Ohio being represented right here in blue. And I think that's very nice. Over here has 23. LeBron has done some homage to Michael Jordan through the shoes that he has on, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. And then just the number 23, which was also the number that Michael Jordan had when he was in the NBA. And then on the back, it says LeBron, just a kid from Akron, which I think is really cute. So I think that's very nice. I like the font that was used. And then we have the cuffs of the sleeves. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I love the coloring on it. So now I'm going to get LeBron James doll and just go from there. So here is his Kenbassador Ken doll. And we have tattoos that LeBron has. It's like a lion and some other things on his arm. Nice little wisps and things like that. I don't know. I can't show it to you guys very good. The glare is messing it up. He doesn't have any of his back tattoos on there. And he doesn't have any that are on the chest, but they managed to get the arm tattoos at least. It's very hard to see them, but they're nice. They're nicely done. I think that's a very good touch. His articulation is decent, but, you know, I don't know why they didn't just give him a made-to-move body, because he is a basketball player. And if you want to, you know, if you want to act out with his doll, then you'd want him to be articulated. But I guess they figure most people are just going to keep him in the box. But I just wonder why bother even doing the tattoos and stuff if you believe everybody's going to keep him in the box. So now I wanted to go down to his feet. He has these Nike shoes on. Someone in the comment of my, I think my first video I did about this doll said that they were some sort of Nike shoe. My brother told me that he believed, based on how these look, that it was the Jordans, that you know, Michael Jordan shoes, a retro ones or something like that. And then they have this script on here. I don't know what it says, but I think it just says James Gang or something like that. And I think that's very nice. Good details. You know, I like showing the bottom of all Barbie shoes. So here we have Ken's shoes. Ken LeBron James. And I am going to take one of the shoes off to see if these are full-blown socks. And they are not. So I'm kind of upset about that. But what can you do? They're not full-blown socks. They're just like, okay, you see his feet and he has an articulated ankle. So they're just like little cuffs or whatever. But I still think it's a nice touch, because the way these shoes look like they're fitting on him, they wouldn't have been able to get any socks on him. So he has very nice houndstooth pants, and they are cuffed at the bottom, which I like. You can tell these are very well made, although right here I do see a few rogue threads at the crotch. But these are very nice dress pants. Now I am going to use this to see this little judge gavel from one of the Barbie lines. And this is a full-blown pocket. As you can see, full-blown pocket there. These pants Velcro in the back. Has very nice Velcro on them. And then we have the genuine Barbie brand right here. And let's see, does he have the knee protector things on? Nope. He does not have the knee protectors around his knees, and I wonder why they went without that. So let's take a good look at the LeBron James face sculpt here. There is like a weird like little line on the top of his forehead where his hat sat on his head. So I guess there's something going on with that. But this face sculpt is very, very on point. This definitely looks like LeBron James. They even got like the little, the way his, his flesh is on his face. Like they got it very accurate. He has his eyebrows and his nose done right. His lips look pretty accurate. And then there is his, that's from that t-shirt, but there is his beard, if you can see it. Very interesting. Here is a side view of the sculpt. Here is a back view of it. And I will say for mine in particular, the paint kind of goes out, kind of like fades a little bit when it gets to like here on the sideburns and things. It gets a little light. So that was something that could have been done better. At the hairline here, it could have been done better. And then here you can see his accessories. There's the hat back on. And to be honest, it doesn't really, oh, here we go. It does fit, yeah. Okay, so there we go. So those things have went back on his wrist so that you can see it again. And then I have Sunday, my dog Sunday's brother. So he's one of the buff Kens that have like really big muscles. This Ken does here. And then here's LeBron James next to him. So he's definitely way taller than our Ken dolls, and which means they're going to be way taller to our Barbies. And you can actually see his eyes through them. I like when they make doll accessories realistic in that way. Here we are with the LeBron James Kenbassador Ken doll. I think it is a very nice addition to anyone's collection. I don't like how this rollout was done. I mean, he sold out in under 5 minutes because I was there. You can't tell me that people don't want these dolls. I seen it with my own eyes. I've heard different content creators and things say that they don't believe that this doll should have been the first doll in the line and all of that. Mattel made the decision, so either you're gonna go with Mattel or you're not gonna go with Mattel. Mattel made the decision. I do understand there are other people that we would believe to be more deserving to have this Kenbassador doll. However, I believe this doll does shine light on the positive. There's my buddy. Because he's not getting his way, so he said he gonna interrupt the video. There are people who believe that it should have been Martin Luther King, or I've seen people say so many other people, but LeBron has done something for his hometown. How many of these people, these celebrities and things, do we know that goes back to their hometown and creates job training and creates a whole retail and community center and medical deal? Get down, buddy. You cutting up. My buddy's cutting up. So I'm gonna have to get off of here, but yeah, I think LeBron is definitely deserving. He's a very wonderful basketball player, and he deserves everything that's coming to him as far as all these good opportunities to him. he does give back to his community. I know Martin Luther King did what he could for, people everywhere against prejudice and racism and things. LeBron right now is getting his doll. We don't know who is slated to come out. These dolls are done at least a year or so in advance. So we don't know who else is coming down the line, who's been contacted, whose Ken doll is in development to be a Kenbassador doll. I think this is a good positive image for young people to see LeBron James, that, a company like Mattel feels like he's a good role model for young people and just for people in general. So there's a lot of inspiring things that he has done that, people in our very own communities can actually do if they really want to. So thank you guys so much for dipping in the Dollmosphere with me today, Dolly Tribe. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.